1 year ago and some change, I lost my job. I was working at a producer at a large company, and unfortunately, I just lost my job due to the economy. But I know my boss did everything he could to try to save my job. I don't know if these people can say the same thing about their boss. Hello, everyone. It's Skootish, your favorite video game news guy, coming with some sad news. You see, right now in the gaming business, acquisitions are very, very popular. Everyone's trying to buy everyone just to control the most IP. Most notably, Xbox bought Activision and Blizzard. I'm actually not talking about Xbox today. They're not the bad guys, for a change. Instead, it's Sony. You see, Sony, in order to fight Microsoft buying Activision, basically buying Call of Duty, they bought someone from Xbox's past. They bought like Xbox's ex-girlfriend Bungie, the guys who made Halo. They thought like, hey, mutually assured destruction. We have Destiny now. We have the OG Halo makers. You nuke us, we'll nuke you. That's what it felt like at the time. That's what it still kind of feels like now. Everyone was super nervous about acquisitions because whenever acquisitions happen, layoffs happen, meaning people lose their job, meaning artists lose their job and the CEOs just get filthy freaking rich. And we were promised nobody is going to get laid off. That's not going well. You see, this morning, Bungie tweeted out that they're eliminating 220 positions at Bungie. That's about 17% of their workforce. So they still have 850 people working on Destiny and their new game Marathon. Why? Largely because of the acquisition. The new path for Bungie. This morning, I'm sharing with all of you the most difficult changes we've ever had to make as a studio. Due to rising costs of development and industry shifts, as well as enduring economic conditions, it has become clear that we need to make substantial changes to our cost structure and focus development efforts entirely on Destiny and Marathon. That makes, it's the harsh reality. That makes sense. We are in a real that makes sense. We are in a real economic downturn, and Marathon and Destiny are the big heavy hitters for Bungie right now. We're very excited for Marathon, and Destiny just launched a major expansion that was very well received. They probably want to do a couple more. That means beginning today, 220 of our roles will be eliminated, representing roughly 17% of our studio's workforce. These actions will affect every level of the company, including most of our executive and senior leader roles. Today is a difficult and painful day, especially for our departing colleagues, all of which have made important and valuable contributions to Bungie. Our goal is to support them with the utmost care and respect. For everyone affected by this job reduction, we will be offering a generous exit package, including severance, bonus, and health coverage. It's nice of them. It's literally the least you can do. Probably what you're legally obligated to do, I assume. I realize all of this is hard news, especially following the success we have seen with the final shape. Yeah, literally, the new Destiny expansion released with 9s and 10s across the board. People loved it. But as we've navigated the broader economic realities over the last year and exhausting all other mitigation options, this has become a necessary decision to refocus our studio and our business with more realistic goals and a viable financials. I know things that you don't know yet, but when you find them out later in the video, you will be infuriated by that. My blood just spiked. My blood just spiked? I guess if I was a symbiote, my blood would spike. I meant my blood pressure just spiked. That is infuriating. That is an infuriating thing to say. We are committing to 2 other changes today that we believe will support our focus, leverage Sony's strengths, and create new opportunities for Bungie talent. First, deepening our integration with Sony Interactive Entertainment, working to integrate 155 of our roles, roughly 12%, into SIE over the next few quarters. SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment, has worked tirelessly with us to identify roles for as many of our people as possible, enabling us together to save a great deal of talent that would otherwise have been affected by the reduction in force. So these people didn't lose their jobs, but they don't work at Bungie anymore. They work for Sony now, which isn't what they signed up for, which isn't cool. So basically, this tweet is a giant lie. Sony's just absorbing them. This is not Bungie is operating as a separate company. Sony is just eating them, and that's not That's not good. We need more companies. Second, we are working with PlayStation Studios leadership to spin out one of our incubation projects, an action game set in a brand new science fantasy universe, to form a new studio within PlayStation Studios to continue its promising development. Is that still Bungie then? No, right? Because then they use the sentence, this will be a time of tremendous change for our studio. Yeah, because you're literally getting absorbed by PlayStation Studios. This is a terrible place to work. I'm not even done. I'm only halfway done, and it's so bad. Let's unpack how we ended up in this position. It's important to understand how we got here. For over 5 years, it has been our goal to ship games in 3 enduring global franchises. To realize that ambition, we set up several incubation projects, each seeded with senior development leaders from our existing teams. We eventually realized that this model stretched our talent too thin too quickly. It also forced our studio support structure to scale a larger level than we could realistically support. Given our 2 primary products in development, Destiny and Marathon, right? Additionally, into 2023, our rapid expansion ran heading into a broad economic slowdown, a sharp downturn in the gaming industry, our quality miss with Destiny 2 Lightfall. I liked Lightfall. Was Lightfall bad? And we need to give both the final shape and the Marathon the time needed to ensure both projects deliver at the quality our players expect and deserve. We were overly ambitious, our financial safety margins were subsequently exceeded, and we began running in the red. After this new trajectory became clear, we knew we had to change our course and speed, and we did everything we could to avoid today's outcome. Even with exhaustive efforts undertaken across our leadership and product teams and resolve our financial challenges, these steps were simply not enough. As a result, today we must say goodbye to incredible talent, colleagues, and friends. This will be a challenging time at Bungie and we'll need help to help our team navigate these changes in the weeks and months ahead. This will be a hard week, and we know that our team will need time to process, to ask questions, and to absorb this news. Today and over the next several weeks, we will host team meetings and town halls, team breakout sessions, and private individual sessions to ensure we are keeping our communication open and transparent. Bungie will continue to make great games. We still have over 850 team members building Destiny and Marathon, and we will continue to build amazing experiences that exceed our players' expectations. There will be a time to talk about our goals and projects, but today is not that day. Today is our focus is supporting our people. That last half was such bullshit, and I'm so mad. Ooh, I'm so mad. I didn't pre-read that, and I should have, because now I just want to punch people. I want to punch things. Listen, that was Pete Parsons, the CEO of Bungie. Now, that wasn't even the first round of layoffs. There were layoffs earlier in the year that Bungie did. And he was actually pretty supportive on Twitter back when that happened. He said, today's a sad day at Bungie as we say goodbye to colleagues who have all made a significant impact on our studio. What these exceptional individuals have contributed to our games and Bungie culture has been enormous and will continue to be a part of Bungie long into the future. These are truly talented people. If you have openings, I would highly recommend each and every one of them. That is a very, very nice tweet. That is an awesome thing to say about the people that you had to let go. What did you say about the people you had to let go today, Pete? You privated your account, Pete. Weird thing to do, Peter. You literally just said you were going to keep your communication open and honest and transparent. That is not open, transparent, and honest. That is locked behind a goddamn wall. I'm going to say it. Fuck you, Pete. Suck a dick, Pete. I really think dick humor's funny. Something's wrong with me, man. Anyway, further digging goes on. An ex-employee of Bungie said it was not Sony's fault. It's Bungie's leadership. And goes on to leak that he made a lot of car purchases. He bought 24 luxury, expensive antique vehicles on an auction site, spending $2,409,550. Why would anyone need this many cars? So many video game employees, why would you need this many cars? So many video game leaders when they're experiencing economic troubles, they take a pay cut. They use their money to pay their employees. Nintendo is most famous for that, with Satoru Iwata taking a 50% pay cut when the Wii U and the 3DS were failing because he realized, oh, this is my fault. This is not the workers' fault. This is my fault. Miyamoto and other board members recently took a 30-cent to 20-cent pay cut, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that shit adds up. That shit adds up. It's a big pay cut. It's a big difference. So to see that this man is wasting away money from the buyout of the company just to let go of his workers that made the company so valuable, it's disheartening to see. But I'm going to disagree with the Bungie employee. It is Sony's fault. It's all of these companies' fault. Since 18 months ago, there have been 20,000 jobs that have been lost in the video game industry. That's coming from Bungie, Bethesda, Ubisoft, PlayStation, Activision, Blizzard, Epic Games, EA, Xbox. Every company's laying people off. It's disheartening. It is sad to see. These big video game buyout acquisitions are not going the way that they think they're going. We need to stop these. We need to stop these mega corporations trying to make monopolies happen in the video game industry. We need to get artists empowered and putting out games that can rival these behemoths of just slop. I don't want to play the same Call of Duty game for the rest of my life. I want to play something new and fresh and exciting. And I can only hope that these Bungie employees find a home that they can make whatever they want to make, and they absolutely destroy Destiny and Marathon in the sales. I don't know if I want to support Bungie anymore. I definitely don't want to support Bungie anymore. What am I saying? Maybe. They suck. The days of good Bungie are gone. The days of Bungie Day are long forgotten. 717, rip in peace, rip in pepperoni. It's gone. It's over. It's just sad to see. I wish everyone the best. Please look out for your fellow gamers. Look out for your fellow people that work on games. Give them an 07 in the chat. Give them an 07 in the replies. That's all I have to say. I don't... It's disheartening. It sucks. All right. Goodbye.